always been passionate about it. And so I met Riley through my connection with the Alliance for the Mystic River Watershed, because I am a board member there. And Riley went out to see what we're doing and sucking disc and start learning about that. And she just wants to be a sponge and soak everything up. So I thought it would be very inspiring to hear a young person talking to us about.
We need young blood.
Go ahead, Riley.
All right. I'm going to try not to stumble with my words. All right. Hello, everyone. First, want to thank Betsy Graham for the LHVA for inviting me to talk today. I would like to start off by introducing myself. My name is Riley Matto. I'm 21 years old and from Stratford, Connecticut. I just graduated this May with my Bachelor's of Science in Environmental Earth Science, or EES, with a minor in sustainable energy. I currently hold an internship with the Alliance for the Mystic River Watershed. Thank you, Maggie. I've always had an interest in science and learning about my surroundings, but I was more focused on softball before college. After applying to only 2 colleges, I decided to commit to Eastern with the intent to play softball while remaining close to. As I said, EES was my choice of major. I chose because I wanted to learn about my surroundings and be able to understand why it looks like it does and what it could look like in the future. The goal was to gain appreciation of every landscape, ecosystem, and living creature. This talk was to explain how I became interested in the health of our Earth and to hopefully inspire others to care and appreciate life. My earliest memory of appreciating our planet was from elementary school. I remember drawing the Earth and writing underneath, "Take care of the Earth," but I was not a good scholar, so I used to write it either C-A-R-E or K-A-R-E-X, switch it up. Freshman year in college, I was playing for the ECSU softball team and only took one course that was related to my major. At the end of freshman year, I fell out in love with the game and decided not to continue playing. But when I returned to school sophomore year, I quickly filled the void with my passion for my studies. Having more time to take classes and completing assignments and projects allowed me to stay on track for graduation and connect with my fellow DBS peers. My first internship I had was with the town of Stratford's Department of Conservation, where I tested for our partnership with Save the Sound Unified Water Study. I was also inspecting conservation easements throughout the town. Most were kept up with, but others, well, let's just say there's a big wide parking lot in one of them. I did a picture of it. I thought it was pretty funny. Others, next, I held an internship with the Eastern Sustainability Department called the Food Waste Diversion Program. This internship is where I felt lit the fire under me. The program's objective was to encourage students to bring their food waste from their dorms to our collection sites in compostable bags. Twice a week, I would collect bags filled with green and brown carbon to stop them from going to landfill. The part that frustrated me was there was only 2 people consistently composting: myself and the president of the board. I had some other participants here and there, but after advertising on social media and not getting many participants, it truly left me feeling a bit hopeless. People in my generation say that they care about climate change and want to do something about it, but most will take it easier and quicker route. When I realized I was one of the only students taking advantage of the program, I had a sensation of guilt and responsibility. I ended up going through my kitchen's trash, finding every eggshell and banana peel that my roommates threw out. And my roommates didn't even participate or take it seriously after I explained them the benefits of how I would do all the dirty work. And this situation reminds me of a poem from Charles Osgood called "Everybody, Somebody, Anybody." I was introduced to this poem from a past waitressing job where they use an example of a piece of garbage left on the ground. The poem goes, "This is a story about 4 people named everybody, somebody, anybody, and nobody. There was an important job to be done, and everybody was sure that somebody would do it. Anybody could have done it, but nobody did. Somebody got angry about that because it was everybody's job. Everybody thought anybody could do it, but nobody realized that everybody wouldn't do it. It ended up that everybody blamed somebody when nobody did." Yeah. Message. I think message is that when no one takes responsibility, nothing can happen. More face change. So after much frustration with the situation, I decided to look at it. Instead of feeling guilty and solely responsible, I began to take every environmental friendly act that I do and count it as a win for the day. Some of the acts that are present in my day-to-day life include avoiding single-use items, eating local produce, composting, and thrifting clothes. In my future, I see myself taking up masters in a topic related to environmental science. I really get excited about my future because I love what I study and the people that I have met. Now, I want all of you to be the somebody that does what anybody can do. And I'm glad that I tried to be the best somebody I can.
Oh,